Hello!
Hello!
This week we're going to be talking about vehicle battery maintenance. How exciting! So welcome back to our channel. In this week's video we are going to take you through some of the main questions we asked about vehicle battery maintenance over the winter period. How we keep it charged, what we do, if the solar panel works, how do you keep your batteries maintained and topped up, don't we?
We do, yes. I obviously speak with great authority on this subject matter. Better known as Elsa here smiling whilst Ian tells you all what we do.
It's very cold, it's -4 according to the van's temperature sensor. It's been -9 this morning when we woke up, so it's very cold. We're not actually out in the van, we're at home, but yeah. So we're going to take you through some tips on battery maintenance during winter, and then we're going to also share with you what we've got planned for over Christmas and New Year in terms of videos, what we've got coming up in the next few weeks, including a trip to Europe. Sadly not in the van, but we have got a trip to Europe to some Christmas markets, which we'll share with you just before Christmas. So let's talk about batteries. So let's talk about batteries. Most vehicles have 2 batteries, some have 3 depending on your vehicle. We have 2 in ours, one in the front for the vehicle which is located under the passenger side footwell, and we have one in the back for the leisure batteries to power all the electrical things in the van on the 12 volt. We also have in our van fitted a solar panel which we use to charge the batteries. But does that work in winter? Is it effective? How do you manage it? So we're going to talk you through that as well. So first of all, let's show you where the leisure battery is in the van and the back, and give you some tips on first of all what to look out for. So our battery for the leisure is located under the driver's side rear bench. If I lift that up, ta-da, you'll be able to see. There's a fancy bench there, and if you can just scroll down, sorry, just there. That's the space for our leisure battery. We also have space for a second leisure battery there, which we don't have fitted in our van, but that's the place the second one would go. So inside here is the battery itself. So this is where you go to check it and to change to the battery, obviously, if you need to. One thing on the battery, ours is a lead acid battery. Some aren't, but lead acid batteries have to be topped up. So you have to get special water for batteries. Just make sure you take the caps off the top, just unscrew them with a screwdriver or 50p piece. Take them off and just check the water levels. It's really simple, you can see. And if they need water, top them up. But you must use special water for batteries. You can buy it from Halfords, etc. So that's the first thing to do.
How often should you check if they need topping up? Is that an annual thing, or?
No, you should check it. Well, realistically, you should check it probably every month. But generally, I check it every few months, really. So also should be checked on the servicing as well. So that's the first thing to do, is check your battery. If it's a lead acid type battery, make sure that your water levels are topped up to the top on it, and then make sure it's closed off again.
What happens if it's not? It's
not as effective, and then it'll dry out and the battery will eventually become defunct. So always good to top it up if it's not already done. So if you can see on the van, it's saying leisure battery 11.8 volts poor. It's because we've got a drain on the battery from the lights. It's not been charged, it's not been connected up, so I need to put some power back into our battery. Also, the solar panel's not been working for a reason. I'll show you that in 1 second. You can also, most vehicles, flick between leisure and vehicle battery to check the charge on that too. That's also poor. So I need to do something about our batteries because they're dropping in charge. So if your vehicle's fitted with a solar panel, again, just make sure you can check which battery it's charging. Our van's got a rocker switch in it, so if you can see in the cupboard there, I'll do a zoom in, but you can basically switch between the two. The solar panel will then charge either the leisure battery or the vehicle battery. So what I do once a week to make sure they're topped up equally, I just go over, flick the switch over. So 1 week it'll charge the leisure battery, the next week it'll charge the vehicle battery. That's all from the solar panel on the roof. But as I said earlier, our solar panel is not working at the moment, and I will show you now some footage I captured earlier. So very important that you also look after your solar panel and make sure that it's clean to charge your battery and keep them topped up over winter. Obviously when you get snow, and -7 as it is today, frost, it's completely blocking our solar panel. So I'm going to have to try and clear it to make sure that the battery's getting some charge in this glorious sunny afternoon. So as you can see, the solar panel is covered in snow. So if it's covered in snow, it's not working, it's not effective. So our vehicle's not been getting any charge for about a week. So that's a problem. So what will I do next? So generally, how do I maintain the battery during the winter? So most of the time, pretty much up until December, January, it's fine from the solar panel, just flicking the switch back and two from them. And we use the van right up to November, so it's getting charged when we're using it. But in December and January in particular, what I tend to do is leave the solar panel charging the vehicle battery. It just gets enough sun to trickle charge and keep it topped up. And then once every week or every 2 weeks, I plug the van in overnight. So for 24 hours, I plug it into the mains using an electric hookup cable. That charges the leisure battery back up and makes sure it's kept topped up. So I do that about once a week or twice. Sorry, once every week or every 2 weeks, depending on the state of the battery.
And what would happen if they run completely flat if you don't do that?
They run completely flat. Usually that means that you've killed the battery and then you have to replace it.
Can you jump start the front one? Can you jump start the vehicle one?
You can jump start the vehicle one, yeah. But
and that'll recharge.
It will, but once you've gone to that level and drained it down, usually you've killed the battery. So you can, most batteries will got a charge cycle, and it will possibly recharge, but once you've got to that point and you've drained it for a long time, you can kill the battery completely. So batteries cost anywhere from £100 to £150 depending on the type of battery.
So when it says on there like 11 point something, what does it go down to 0? Is 0 where it's died?
No, if it's dead completely it'd be 0, yeah. So when it was disconnected it showed that, but it'll just keep dropping. So when we leave the van, we'll put it on charge the vehicle, the leisure battery back up and it'll be fine. So that's pretty much it really, yeah. So using the leisure battery and the vehicle battery, use the solar panel to charge them during the summer months and the autumn, spring months, and then plug the vehicle in, say once a week. Normally does it for 24 hours, it normally keeps it topped up. Some people keep them plugged in the whole time over winter. We don't do that, we keep ours charging because it lets the battery cycle basically go through a charge and a discharge cycle, which is what they're supposed to do. So keeping it permanently on mains is something I've never done.
Who can afford to keep it permanently plugged in at these days anyway?
Good point.
The minimum to keep it topped up, I think, and use solar power wherever you can, definitely.
Yeah. So I hope you find this useful. I say it's only a small thing, but it's quite useful for people new to campervanning. You know, making sure your batteries are topped up. So when you come to use the van again in the nice months, you can just go off and drive off and enjoy your holiday. So what we've got coming up over the next few weeks, we are, as I say, about to head off to Europe to a Christmas market. Not in the van, we're going with family, so we can't take the van, but we will share with you a very short clip of what we got up to in next week's video. Yeah,
we'll show you some of the highlights. Really excited for this trip.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well,
it's going to be good.
Explain next week when we've been and you can see what we did. So we're going away, and the next video will be the 23rd of December, Friday 23rd of December. Yeah. Pleased to confirm we will have a special video which will contain beer of the year. There will also be prizes, so make sure you join that video on the 23rd and check out the video then and see what we are looking to give away. And
that was, just for clarity, beer of the year, like rear of the year, but with beer, not bombs.
Definitely, yeah, definitely not that.
Definitely don't want bombs.
And then the next video on the day before, what's the 29th? 30th?
That'll be the 30th.
Thanks. 30th of December, we have a special video for New Year as well. Not just a shot of all our old videos, it's a proper video on the 30th.
Yeah,
so give you an idea.
Yeah, just give you an idea what we've got coming up for the next year, and hopefully some inspiration for you guys, because you know what we've been doing all year. You can go back and watch the back catalogue if you're interested.
Yep. So that's it for this week's video. We'll see you on the 23rd for our Christmas special. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.